Yes, you're going to do retail arbitrage. You are going to try to scale the business. You're going to get some inauthentic complaints and your account is going to get suspended. Don't get mad at me. I'm just bringing the message. This is what's going to happen. But in today's video, I'm going to point you into the right direction to avoid this. Because if you do not watch this video, you are going to do the same mistake that everybody is doing. You're going to run into the same trouble and you're going to get your account suspended. We do not want that, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly why it is going to happen and what you can do to avoid this. And if you do not know me, by the way, my name is Mangunza. Nice to meet you. I release daily videos about selling on Amazon right here on YouTube for free. And there's more value than in any paid course that you can find. So make sure to subscribe and like this video so you get recommended more videos, all right? So, the reason why when doing retail arbitrage you're going to get suspended is because when doing retail arbitrage you're going to source at stores like Ross and Marshalls and all that stuff, okay? And the issue with those stores is that they have their own SKU, okay? So on the receipt, and I can just get you a receipt, a random receipt. Here we go. So this is a receipt from back when I was doing retail arbitrage, okay? As you can see, for example, you see the cool cat Puma slides? I talked about them in the previous videos. I told you that you could get them for super cheap. Here's the proof, okay? June 7th, 2022, when I used to do retail arbitrage, I found a pair at $5.99 and I made a ton of money with those. I made a killing, okay? The issue is that, on a lot of products, for these, it's going to say Cool Cat, Puma, so it's fine. But like on a lot of products, so if for example, right here, one pack men's, 1NO, we do not know what brand it is. We have no idea what product it is. We have no idea. Like, we do not have a lot of information on the product. And you could use this number, but the thing is that this number is not the UPC. This number is not the number, like the barcode. It's not the number that is on the barcode. So it's a store SKU, okay? And on the receipts, at those stores like Ross, Marshalls, and all that stuff, they will not have the UPC on the receipt. No, some stores do it, like most stores do it, like Nike and all that stuff. They do, so it's easier to appeal. It's easier to appeal when you have inauthentic complaints, but with those, it's going to be super hard to appeal. And even if it's just for the Cool Cat Puma thing, it's going to be hard to appeal just with this because they're going to say the UPC does not match. So you are going to run into a lot of issues. So what you are going to need to do, by the way, before that, you are going to need to scan every single receipt that when you actually buy inventory, you're going to need to scan every single receipt that you come across, that you actually get. And so I would recommend you to actually get this, okay? The Epson ES50. It's a great tool. I have it in the US for back when I was doing retail arbitrage. I'll show it. By the way, this video is just a video to point you into the right direction, okay? If you want me to make a video going deep into this and into the whole process, ask me and I will do it. I will do it when I get back to the US. But right now I'm not in the US and I do not have all that stuff, and so I can just show you this right there and I can just point you to the right direction, right? I get back to the US in 10 days. So, yeah, get the Epson ES50 to scan receipts, super easy. You see that button? You just put the receipt, you click on that button and it scans it, goes straight to your Google Drive, okay? Great thing. So if you actually look at my Google Drive, right there, all my receipts are here, okay? And I'm going to show you a little bit my documentation process, so you can understand it, but you are going to need to have pictures of all the receipts because, yeah, let me just show you what I was telling you with the SKU. So this is for a Speedo swimsuit, okay? A Speedo swimsuit that I sold when I was doing retail arbitrage, okay? As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. This thing right there is the SKU from the store, okay? This is the SKU from the store, and this is the actual UPC. So on the Ross receipt, this UPC, this thing is not going to get shown. Okay, it's not going to be shown on the store receipt. This is what's going to be shown. Okay, so what you are gonna need to do is you are gonna need to take pictures of every single items that come in. Okay, that you actually bought during retail arbitrage, and you are gonna need to take pictures of the two barcode, one next to the other. Okay, because what they are gonna do at Ross is that they are gonna scan this receipt, this barcode. Okay. This barcode that is right here is the one that is going to be scanned, and so this is the one that is going to be shown on the receipt, okay? As I showed you, let me just get back here. This number, okay, this number is the one that shows on this barcode, not the barcode from the manufacturer, okay? And what Amazon will have in their data is the barcode from the manufacturer, not the barcode from Ross, okay? So this is a big thing. So you need to have a way to keep these things organized, okay? And so I'm going to show you the way I did it. Once again, I'm not going to go super in depth, okay? We are trying to keep this video short. And once again, if you want a more detailed videos, ask me in the comment and I will make a super detailed video on how I actually do it. But basically, yeah, the first thing, you want to have a Google Drive with pictures of your items, so all the pictures for every single receipt. So this is pretty much what my VA was doing, was putting every single picture for every single receipt right there, based on the receipt name. Okay, so for example, yeah, I had to itemize. So I had a difficult process, like I had a super specific process that I'm not going to show because it's going to be boring for most of you guys. But yeah, for example, you know, May 24 Ross 1, I have that same exact, here we go, in inventory documentation, item picture. I have the same exact Ross, I forgot the name of the thing, but I have the same exact folder that has the same name as the receipt. So all the pictures for that specific receipt would be in that specific folder, right? But you need a way to keep those, pictures and keep those receipts organized, okay? So you are going to need to use a spreadsheet. Great, okay? You are really smart. So here's the spreadsheet that I was using, and I had more stuff, okay? I had more stuff with the amount of money that used to come into my business, all that stuff, the daily amount that I was spending, so I was able to track it. Once again, this is not the purpose of this video, so if you want more details on that, I'll show you the whole what is it called? The whole thing, this whole thing, okay? So yeah, you can see the money that I was spending. Like I really did this for 4 months, and then it was the money coming in the business. So yeah, pretty much, okay? Now, yeah, you need a way. So basically what I had is I had this specific, and let me show you this one first, okay? So this one is just a spreadsheet with all the invoice or receipts or all that stuff, you know, itemized, okay? So with amount spent, but you do not need to do this. And so, for example, Ross receipt from May 31st, 2022, number 2, needed to be itemized in that spreadsheet. All my receipts needed to be itemized with the amount spent, the date, and a link to the Google Drive for that specific receipt. This thing, you can forget it, okay? It was for me to track other stuff, okay? No need to, and I never ended up tracking it because I did not set it up. I was setting up a lot of shit like this, okay? So basically, what I did after that, so whenever a receipt was itemized this way, it was put in the work state, okay? Whenever it was in the work state, what my VA was doing is that it was taking all the pictures, okay, for that specific receipt and for that specific line, and it was taking the UPC, the SKU, the name of the receipt, and the number of the picture, because every single picture when you take pictures with iPhone are going to be numbered, okay? And so, for example, okay, let's say I know that I need to, let me just get the right, here we go. I know that I need to get for UPC, for this UPC number, okay, let's take this randomly. I get an authentic complaint or whatever. I can just put that, do Command F, look for that specific UPC, and I would have the specific SKU and the receipt and the pictures that I need to submit. So I have 2 pictures for that SKU, okay, for that UPC, for that ASIN, because with an ASIN you can find the UPC, okay, super easy. But yeah, so if I have an authentic complaint or an IP complaint, I need to show where I actually got those items from to prove that they are authentic. This is just what I would do. I would take the ASIN, turn the ASIN into a UPC, get the UPC here, get the line, and see, okay, this is the receipt that I need to get, okay? So Ross May 25th. Here we go. So I need to take pictures 2092, 2093. I go to invoice. I'll do this. So I find a specific receipt. The specific receipt is here. I have the link to the receipt. Boom. That's it, okay? I quickly have access to my inventory documentation. Here you go. So this is from the Ross from Coral Gables in Florida. This is all the stuff that I bought at that Ross. I spent $400. And what I would do from there is just, I take that specific SKU, okay, and I forget which one it is. This one, I find this specific SKU right there. I just highlight it and then I submit it to Amazon. That's it, okay? After that, my job is done. And it's super easy to actually get your inventory documentation together, submit it to Amazon to avoid suspension. Because if you do not do this, you will have no way to actually get it's going to be like, there's really no way. If you are not organized with this thing, there's no way for you to actually get your inventory documentation in order. So you are not, if you have inauthentic complaints, you are not going to be able to submit the documentation to Amazon. You're going to get your account suspended, okay? This is the big issue with retail arbitrage, and it's going to be super hard to get your account back if you do not have your inventory documentation in an order, because you are going to need to write a plan of action. It's way more work, and you are going to have a lot of downtime, and you are not going to be able to actually sell for a little while, okay? And there's the probability that you will never get your account back. So yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay, so subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to learn how to actually find profitable products to sell on Amazon, watch this video. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching. I need to go.